Use a little rub down, get all that dust off. Make sure you're not getting anything into your primer. There you go, perfect. Gear taped up. Tape time. Tape time. You can use this tape to your advantage and make it move. There you go. Got that locked off. Get this bad boy over here. Get this over here. And then bada bing, bada boom, we are taped up and ready to go. We'll go ahead and hit this with the old red pad. And again, it's not ideal to be painting over clear coat if you can avoid it. But sometimes that's just what we're given. All right, so what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be putting down some colors on these. These are gonna be our bases for our candy colors. So this one I'm gonna be using a pearlized white, just a much brighter, cleaner kind of pearl base. It's gonna kick up the notch on the brightness on the candy we're gonna be putting over it. I'll figure out which candy we're gonna be using when I get there, but for now, yeah, pearl white. Now that's a pro tip for you. So you can get that 4011 to mix just by holding down on the front. Give her a little wiggle and a mix. Ah, yeah. That's the good stuff. And as always, mask up. Let's go. Second coat. And there you go. That's about all you really need. And this one's ready to dry up and get some candy on it. So we got next bait we're going to be doing. We're going to put some metallic gold onto that. And what that's going to allow us to do is it's going to give us a little bit of an ability to get a little bit warmer base for that candy color we're going to be putting down. And overall just kind of just boost it. It's gonna, you know, real nice flake size, pearl size. So it's gonna give a lot of shine under that base coat, but it is gonna warm it up a bit. So just be mindful of that when you're picking out your colors. All right, so we're gonna be putting down some gold metallic onto this bait right here. Wicked metallic gold, actually. Just a good foundational base for those candies we'll be putting on later. Good carrier for this stuff. It does a good job of suspending it. So the pearls are going to be a little bit thinner from the Createx lineup. So the Wickeds are going to have like this kind of translucent white kind of base to it with the pearls and flakes suspended in it. So just something to be mindful of. And as always, mask up. All right. right, and there you go. That's one coat down. We'll be putting another layer of this down over that. Maybe even 3 for this bait, just because how big it is. But yeah, the nice, really fine, super small flake size on these. It's going to make that candy layer pop. So we'll let this sit to dry and we'll come right back at it. All right, this is the fun part here. We're going to be mixing this UVLS Gloss 4050 with our candy colors. So for this bait, what we're going to be doing is we're going to start off with, see, what do we want to do? We're going to go this route. I want to put some nonsense down. We're going to do light blue that they have, Caribou blue. But I'm going to throw some highlight. This is highlight orange. And this is Hot Rod Sparkle Red. So we'll be mixing that up here in a minute. We also want to throw in, of course, our 4050 reducer. And then we'll go from there. All right, for this one, it's going to be pretty straightforward. We're just going to be using our UVLS clear and a 6-to-1, and we're going to be doing some tequila yellow. Yeah, this one's just super straightforward. We want to see how this one does with as a candy, and all right, so for this one, we're going to get the same concept, a touch of the dirt track brown to it as well. So you get a 1 of it, it's going to be a little bit too anyway, so let's see what it looks like. Again, just a really light coat. All right, so this one's going to be that fuzzy green with the highlight color mixed in. We're going to see what exactly that turns into. So far it's going to be really bright green, and silver on the lights, so it's always going to boost that quite a bit. So we'll see what we get. Again, just a very light coat to start with, nothing too crazy. All right, so here we got that nonsense color we made up. I'm gonna throw it on there, start with a really light coat and see what we can do with it. Again, just a light coat to start with. This one might be a little tricky, so you might want to boost your PSI and thin it down a bit more just because of that hot rod flake's a little bit bigger diameter. And it might be a bit much for your typical gun, so I like to add just a little bit of extra reducer in there just to make sure we're getting a good, even, thin layer. All right, so we gave this one quite a bit of time to cure up just because it was a little bit more paint than typically we'd be putting on it. So I wanted to make absolutely sure that this was no longer tacky. We weren't getting any bubbles. We weren't getting any kind of bleeding out of it. We don't want that bleeding into the clear. So I also want to put a clear coat over this before I do anything else. Because I was considering a few things that I might want to do to it. But overall, I'm actually pretty satisfied with where it's at. It looks amazing. This is a great bait blink to start with, and the candy really works with it. So realistically, I don't even think I want to put eyes on this. The eyes look pretty cool as is. So we're just going to take the tape off of this, put some clear on it. We're going to brush the clear on just because I want to do a nice thin coat first, and then we'll go from there. All right, cool. So we gave this a couple of layers, gave it some time to dry. I'm really liking that finish that we got out of it. It's looking pretty cool. I like that gold base underneath, the red over it. You can really see it pop in the light. See it better when I take it outside and get a couple of clear coats on it. But we're ready to take the tape off the bill, get some wire on it for the hook hangers and for a drip line, and we'll get this clear coated. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're gonna get that. It happens. You know, I screwed up. That can happen. If you don't properly peel your tape off, it wants to come with the tape, and that is what it is. And sometimes you don't tape everything down enough, and you'll get little splotches of that looser paint. So just a heads up. Besides that, though, it looks pretty good. With these knobs on it, though, I'm not sure I want to put eyes on it. It's a little goofy looking. Yeah, whatever. We'll just clear it. It doesn't need eyes. So yeah, we're gonna take our wire here, give her a little snippy snip. You can pick this up. It's just some coated wire. You can grab it at any hardware store. Just give her a bend like that, and then put it through the hook hanger. Just like that. Pinch it closed so it's nice, easy for this to drip off of, and it's not going to come off. And you're going to make another one real quick, just a little S hook. Take that real fast, grab it, fold it over, come to the other side, fold that over on itself again, just like that. And now you got a little S hook that's going to go through the front here, so you can hang this up and it will cure properly. So let's go ahead and get this clear coat on here real quick. And I like to brush mine on. It's just less chance of getting bubbles and stuff like that. Just from putting it on too thick by doing the dunk. I know a lot of people like the dunk, and that's okay. I just don't like dealing with all the bubbles in it. That usually happens because of that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about already. You can see how much that gold base is going to show through that red with that clear on it. So yeah, a lot of times if your paint job's looking a little janky out the gate, don't worry about it. Put your clear on and then make a decision on how the clear looks to you. Because let me tell you, it's like cheating putting that clear on it. All right, so we've let this one dry a bit. I think this one came out awesome. I ended up using a lot more of the candy color in the formula, in the mix. I went to more of a 4-to-1 ratio, and I think that was the right call. That, you know, overall it gave it a lot more depth, and it wasn't so pale looking. And that's, you know, it's about balance and trying to find what works, what doesn't work. So we found what works. Maybe this guy right here. That's a good looking eye. Yeah, let's use one of those. All right, cool. Man, that is the great equalizer. As soon as you put that clear on, it completely changes the vibe of your bait. So just keep that in mind. If you're not liking the way your bait's looking, keep pushing. Trust the process. Eventually, when you get to this point, that's when the big payout is, when the big reveal happens, and you're gonna like what you see. And then you're gonna get a true taste of what your bait's gonna actually look like. And then you can judge whether or not you like it. But if you're not liking your bait, keep pushing. So let's pick out some eyes for this bad boy. All right. Of course, this is your generic order of eyes that you can get on Amazon. They come in a bundle pack. Ooh, I think that orange is kind of sticking out to me. Let's see what size. Maybe that size? Yeah, let's see what that does. Okay. We'll get her done. Ooh, that does not, whatever happened to that eye, I don't like that. So we're just gonna, well, it's just gonna straight up just dematerialize. That was super cool. Yeah, we're gonna get a different eye on here. Yeah, because that one was looking a little crusty. I ain't about crusty eyes. Bam. All right, cool. That's what we're gonna call it with. That's looking real good. Let's go ahead and brush on this clear coat. And sometimes you gotta take a little bit of heat to it. I'll just use one of these bad boys. It's probably not the best to use, and it will leave a little bit of that black residue on your bait sometimes, but yeah, it is what it is. And then bam, just like that, your bait's looking sick nasty. Give her one of those. There it is. Now it wants to stick. So yeah, and I just like to go out back over the bait real quick and pop any little, see, just like that. Any more than that though, you're gonna leave like black marks on your bait. Wouldn't suggest it for like, if you're doing work for clients, probably don't want to do it that way. Get an actual propane torch, but I don't want to deal with that. There you go. And that'll get all the bubbles out. And there you go. That's it. That light, slightly lighter color is good. Like that. Maybe on a different bait. Cool. Now let's pick out some eyes for her. Of course, we're gonna go with some big old McNasties. What do we got for big old McNasties? We got gold, orange, silver, bronze, blue, green, yellow, and red. I think putting more red on this thing would just be overkill at this point. Probably not green. It's not Christmas time yet. I'm kind of liking gold for this one. These kinds of gold. Yeah. No, let's do silver on this one. Yeah, because just doing more gold, that's kind of played out the orange and the gold. So yeah, let's do silver and gold. Yeah. No, that was the right call. It's enough contrast to really make it stand out. I think the gold wouldn't have been enough contrast. Let's see which way is this guy looking. He's looking forward, so we'll take the pointy end and push that forward. There we go, just like that. Cool. We'll go ahead and throw this on some clear after we get some harnesses made up for it. I got a leftover one, so we'll use that for the front. Just a little like that. And then we're just going to use this for the hook hanger on the back for a drip wire. Pretty straightforward. Just do a little bend-a-rooney like this. Put it through the backside. Like yeah. And it's ready to rock. So yeah, let's get this bait painted up here and cleared. Get this bait cleared up and take it to town, shall we? And again, I like to use the brush. It just prevents more bubbles from getting into that clear than if you were to do the dunk method, from what I've found at least. I'm sure people would argue the other, and it is what it is, but from my experience, brushing it on gets fewer bubbles. You're still going to get bubbles either way, just it seems fewer using the brush. All right, I'll say that'll do for the first coat. Already looking amazing. Already bringing out the depth in that candy. We're probably going to do one more coat after this. We'll call it done, put some hooks on it. And yeah, we'll definitely try to go catch a muskie with it. We'll definitely try, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll get this one to cure up and see what we can do with it. Get out on the water and go catch a muskie. All right, it's not like this is a secret spot or anything. I'm sure you all know this one, or at least seen somebody fish it. Yeah, let's just see what we can do. This thing looks so good in this water. Look at how bright that is, dude. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, those pearls absolutely blow up in the water. Yeah, I saw that. Holy crap, there's a ton of them out there. Oh man, they turn off at the last second. Come on now, I see ya. I know you're there. Here comes the little guys. Oh, there they are, just a couple of little guys hanging out. All right, let's cast back at that massive one I just saw. They are finicky in here, huh? Well, let's keep moving then. Don't want to get stuck on a spot for fish that don't want to open their mouths. Ooh, this is looking good. Look at that cabbage right down in there. We're gonna twitch right over the top of this, and we should get bit. No one's home, huh? That looked like a guarantee right there. Well, here's a log. We'll see if there's anything hiding under it. There it is. Well, there it was. Oh, yeah, there he's back. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Not happy about this. Oh no, this is setting up to be a bad time. There's a bit of a bad thing that happens with pike on this lake, if you know what I'm talking about.
I caught the wrong one out of the group. Great. Oh, I'm done for.
Not a bad sized one for, you know, this body of water. There's a bunch of snakes in here, so. All right, buddy. I will not be handling you with my hands. Ooh, I hate getting them up on the shore like that, but. There you go. There you go, buddy. Not a bad fish. You know what? Yeah, I'll let you go like that. That's fine. You good, dog? Just need to chill for a minute? Nah, he needs some help. Let's get in there. There you go, buddy. There you go. What a cool fish. All right. That being said, I think I'm going to change it up here and until I catch one on the other one. Let's go. All right, cool. So I got this one out of my bag here. I'm just going to get my bag on again real quick. Yeah, we just caught a decent sized northern pike. You know, nothing monstrosity, but definitely made me think I was snagged for a second. But there are a lot of those in here. Not what I'm after, but if this wasn't a catch and release spot, it would have been a nice eater. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw this bad boy on. See what we can do with it. All right. Swear there's gotta be one more fish under this log. No. No, sir. We move on. So it really cooled off. We got a decent wind on top of that. Overcast. These fish should be in shallower, but they may not be aggressive. So we're gonna fish hard, and we're gonna fish for the fish that are most likely to bite. We're not gonna try to pry their mouths open or anything. We're just gonna throw hard. Throw hard and hope to catch. We'll see what happens, and this is probably my final spot that I'll be. I'm gonna head on out because I got adult things to do, and it takes away from my fishing time, unfortunately. You recognize this bench? You should.